What is going on, guys? JTGily back with yet another video, and today we are going to be talking about legendaries. I know we have a whole lot of questions regarding them, like 1, where they are, that'll be a separate video. 2, when they come here, how will they be used? Who's going to be the best, etc. I'm going to have all of that answered today. It's a really exciting video, and it's a really exciting topic. When I saw this, I was like, yo, I know people want to know about this. I know I definitely do. So I took it upon myself to make a video about it. I hope you guys enjoy it. As always, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are excited, remember to leave a like on the video. It really does help support me and help support out the channel. If you guys could please take 2 seconds out of your day and do that, that would be absolutely amazing, and I really appreciate it. And one more thing, YouTube is being a little bit iffy if you guys haven't heard, so make sure you're subscribed and make sure you turn on the bell notification thing so you'll get a notification every time I post or I stream, and you'll be part of the notification squad. These articles are brought to us by, again, the Pokemon Go Hub. They are a great source of news and great source of details on information that a lot of people aren't covering, and they're genuinely a very good source of news, so make sure you're following them. Let's get to the article. So let's go in-depth look at how legendaries will affect the game. So today we're going to be talking about the 3 legendary birds from Kanto region: Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno. We're going to be talking about how they're going to do in gyms as attackers, how they're going to do as defenders, what their HP is going to be, what their attack's going to be, what their defense is going to be. We're going to see a lot about their moves. Today's going to be all about who's going to be the best legendary Pokemon. So like I said earlier, I'm going to make this a separate video, but I definitely want to talk about when legendaries are going to come out. I definitely think it'll be sometime this year. It damn near has to be. It's already Gen 2, and Gen 3 is most likely set to come out within the next 2 months or so, sometime this summer. So that's super exciting, but legendaries definitely need to come out this year, maybe towards the end of the year, more likely towards the end of the year, but sometime this year definitely. I'm excited to see how the legendaries are going to be used, how we're going to get them, how they're going to do in gyms. But let's start it off with Team Mystic's mascot, Articuno. If you guys are Mystic Squad, let me know in the comments below. I am Team Instinct. I'm going to say that. That's just me. That's my team. That's my gang. But anyways, Articuno has around a max CP of 2,933. Kind of low for a legendary, honestly. I was expecting a lot much higher. One thing I do want to talk about really quick is these numbers are not 100% confirmed. They're not going to be 100% accurate, but these are a very good rough estimate at what they're approximately going to be. So we got Articuno coming in with 2,933 CP. Not too bad for a legendary. I was expecting a lot more, honestly, but that's just a rough estimate. With a max attack of 192, a max defense of 249, which is pretty good, and a max HP of 180. Articuno's move pool is going to be Frost Breath, Blizzard, Ice Beam, or Icy Wind. I don't even know. Did I even count 4 on my hand? Oh, well, I guess okay, never mind. Articuno is the bulkiest of the Kanto birds. In terms of tankiness, Articuno is above Tyranitar and Rhydon, though below Lapras. Articuno's best moveset will be Frost Breath and Blizzard, so that's what you're going to go for in the Articuno, and will have a similar damage output to Frost Breath, Avalanche, Cloyster. So there's a generic overview of how he's going to be in the gyms. Let's get into it. Articuno as a gym defender. Articuno, despite having a good bulk, will be a terrible defender for 2 reasons. First, it suffers from a bad case of lower CP than Vaporeonitis, which is, Vaporeon is just literally a glitch. This guy's massive. Second, it is weak to many powerful attackers. Because it is an ice and flying type Pokemon, it is weak to electric, everyone has a Jolteon. It is weak to fire, everyone has a Flareon, and has a crippling double weakness to rock because it is ice and flying. Articuno does not want to take 56% extra damage from Rock Throw or Stone Edge Golem or Rock Throw Rock Slide Amistar. While Golem is not the most common attacker out there, Jolteon or Flareon still will easily beat Articuno unless they buff up its stats. Articuno is, of course, also weak to steel, but quality steel types attackers are rarer than the other counters. Obviously, you only have like Felix and maybe not a lot of other Pokemon, so you don't have much to worry about in the steel section. Now we go to Articuno as a gym attacker. Articuno marries the bulk of Lapras and the DPS of Cloyster, and a result will become the best Dragonite counter in the game. This could be a game changer for people plagued by Dragonites all around their cities and who don't have access to good ice type counters. Articuno also has the bulks to be able to withstand, I'm sorry, I'm moving the screen here, Blissey and damage output to narrowly win in time. Articuno will need to dodge quite a bit because, again, it's very susceptible to a lot of moves, and you will need Frost Breath and Blizzard to beat a Blissey around your level. So in overview, Articuno has a lot of counters, but it's definitely going to be a Dragonite killer. Expect him to be a great thing to destroy Dragonites. That's definitely something that's going to be very important, and it will help, and also can destroy Blissey, so it'll definitely be something that'll really help balance gyms because it can destroy the really good stuff, but at the same time can be destroyed by a lot of other stuff. So Articuno coming in at number 5, not the best, not the worst, so definitely really awesome. That's Team Mystic's mascot. what am I saying? Team Mystic's mascot. Now let's move to number 4, Team Valor's mascot, Moltres. Moltres has a max CP roughly of 3,272, a max attack of 251, which is great, and a max defense of 184, a max HP of 180. Moltres' move pool will be Fire Spin and Overheat, Fire Blast, and Heat Wave. The Firebird has the highest DPS of the flock, which is kind of expected. Fire Spin and Overheat Moltres ever so slightly outclasses Flareon and has the highest damage output of any fire type in Gen 1 or Gen 2 above Ho-Oh. So, like, and above Ho-Oh. So, it's literally going to be the best fire type Pokemon, which is kind of expected. Fire Spin / Overheat Moltres is just shy of Dragon Tail / Outrage Dragonite for DPS. So this is going to be one of the best Pokemon in terms of damage per second. Now we're going to talk about Moltres as a gym defender. Moltres, though it places above Vaporeon and Blissey, still ranks below Gyarados and Rhydon. The real problem is Moltres has terrible typing. It's very, very true. It is weak to electric, double weak to rock, but its fatal weakness is to water. Moltres is a fire and flying type Pokemon, obviously. Everyone has access to Vaporeon. Everyone has access to Vaporeon. People also have access to Gyarados who can learn Hydro Pump, and many longtime players will absolutely smoke Moltres with Rock Throw, Stone Edge, Golem. If you are familiar with how easily Jolteon beats Gyarados, well, Moltres isn't as tanky as Gyarados, and Golem resists all of Moltres' moves, so you can imagine how that'll go. So Moltres, again, not the best defender. Thing that kind of sucks about these legendary birds, they do have a lot of counters, and it sucks that they could be double like effective on, so that kind of sucks. But Moltres as a gym attacker. Moltres has a similar bulk to Zapdos, which means it has comparable advantages over Pokemon of its type. Moltres does more damage than Flareon, and doesn't have the drawback of Flareon's fragility. In fact, Moltres is tankier than Charizard and Arcanine, and has the same 0.64 times resistance to grass as Charizard. Moltres is an upgrade to any of your current fire types. However, Moltres does not make a particularly great attacker in the current meta. I want to talk about the next part really quick, but this bottom part of this article is really funny. I just found that the most random thing they could have talked about, but like, hey, does LeBron regret cheating? I don't know. The Firebird's usability is a generalist is somewhat... What? Did I read that wrong? The Firebird's usability as a generalist is somewhat hampered by Gyarados, Rhydon, Dragonite, and Tyranitar, which all resist fire. However, if you find yourself in need of a strong attacker against Blissey, Moltres is up to the task. Again, this guy's the strongest legendary bird. It will take out a Blissey faster than the other birds, and as a result will have more health to spare. So in recap, again, Moltres is set to be a great gym attacker. He's going to be the best fire type Pokemon in the game when he comes out, hopefully, unless Gen 3 changes that, because you never know how strong Blaziken will be. But definitely look forward to Moltres being your freaking Team Valor mascot, a great attacker, and a fire. Wow, a fire type Pokemon. That's going to be pretty lit. See what I did there? See what I did there? Let's get to number 3 on the list. My boy, my mascot, Team Instinct's absolute guy, Zapdos. So Zapdos is the strongest of the 3 legendary birds, coming in with a max HP or max CP of 3,330, a max attack of 253, and a max defense of 188. So this guy has a really good balance of attack and defense. I know he has a lot more attack, but he does balance it out with a pretty good defense, so not bad at all with another HP of 180. His move pool is set to be Charge Beam, Thunder, Zap Cannon, and Thunderbolt. Of the Trinity, Big Bird has the highest max CP, let's go Team Instinct, in Pokemon Go. When Zapdos arrives, it will deal the most damage of any Generation 1 electric type. Its best moveset will be the Charge Beam, Zap Cannon, or Thunderbolt if nothing changes. Zapdos, before the Gen 2 update, had Thundershock as its quick move. Had its move pool not changed, Thundershock / Thunderbolt would have been the best moveset, and as a result would have been the most, and would deal the most damage of any electric type in Gen 1 or Gen 2. So this guy's a freaking monster. So now let's get into Zapdos as a gym defender. In terms of gym defense, Zapdos is a significant addition to the game because it places above relevant defenders such as Rhydon, Gyarados, Blissey, Vaporeon. However, acquiring a Zapdos isn't going to break the current gym stratification. In terms of CP, it still ranks below Snorlax, kind of obvious, Dragonite, and Tyranitar, which kind of sucks, but still pretty freaking awesome. Like I said earlier, Zapdos has a decent defensive typing, having 2 weaknesses to Rock and Ice, obviously because it's electric and flying, as many Ice types are also water. Many of those Pokemon will be weak to Zapdos. As far as Rock types, Rhydon learns Mud Slap, which is neutral to Zapdos, and Rock Smash, which is not very effective to Zapdos. So again, he could be worse as a gym defender, but I think he might be one of the best defenders out of the 3 legendary birds. So let's go to him as an attacker. In terms of gym offense, Zapdos has about a 4 to 5% damage increase over Thundershock / Thunderbolt Jolteon. So this guy, like I said, best electric type Pokemon in the game. The advantage from using Zapdos over Jolteon comes from its durability. A little good comparison for you guys is Zapdos is about as tanky as Cloyster, which I didn't know was tanky at all, and Poliwrath, and this added bulk elevates Zapdos above being a Gyarados counter to its solid generalist attacker. It attacks with either neutral or super effective damage into most of the common defenders, with Rhydon as an exception, obviously because it's rock. Zapdos can survive long enough and be blissey with time to spare, so this guy's gonna be a monster. That's just how we do it with Team Instinct. We don't take second chance. We don't take second place. We gotta be the absolute best. But Zapdos is still outclassed in terms of DPS and bulk by Dragonite, which, although rare, is a Pokemon you can actually get easily. So those were the three birds. We have Articuno coming in at number 5, Moltres coming in at 4, Zapdos coming in at 3, and who do you guys think are gonna be number 2 and number 1? We're gonna find out right now. Damn it, I wanted it to be a surprise, but unfortunately you guys see it on the screen. Those are going to be number 2 and 1, but in what order I actually don't know either. I haven't even checked up on this, so let's see who are going to be the top 2 best Pokemon, legendary Pokemon in Pokemon Go. The number 2 best legendary Pokemon coming to Pokemon Go, Mew. He's got a max CP of 3090, a max attack of 210, and a max defense of 210, and a max special attack of 210, and a max stamina of 200. So as you can tell off the bat, CP off the charts. Not like, again, that CP is not super high. It's like, I think that's like 6th best, 7th best, 8th best, something like that. So in terms of CP, or just for that, what the hell? Come on, man. What's going on? All right, I don't know what happened. Anyway, so he's not the best, but these are, again, just rough estimates. In the original games, Mew had an evenly distributed 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100 stat spread with a 600 base stat total. So it comes as no surprise that it has very even Pokemon Go stats. Mew's best moveset will be Pound / Solar Beam. That's a little weird, but anyways, to compare it to another psychic type, Mew with the moveset will do similar damage as a Starmie with Tackle and Hydro Pump. I'm not really sure how that's a good comparison. I'm not a big gym battler guy, but if that helps you guys, then it helps you guys. Pound doesn't have very good DPS on defense, and Mew can only learn predictable 100 energy 1-bar charge moves. That aside, Pound / Solar Beam Mew has a higher defensive damage output than Water Gun / Aqua Tail Vaporeon, and is on par with Rock Smash Hydro Pump Poliwrath. Psychic typing used to be decent in offense, but nowadays, did I say defense and offense? But nowadays, there are plenty of counters. Pinsir and Scizor can handle Mew, and Houndoom gets the job done nicely as well. So now let's talk about Mew as a gym attacker. Mew has decent bulk, just shy of Rhydon, and has a very diverse move pool. It can be used as an adequate generalist with many of its movesets, but it will never be the best attacker for the job, and it is not even the best generalist. Mew is usable, but hardly a game changer as an attacker, though I should mention that Pound / Focus Blast Mew has the damage output and bulk to beat a similarly leveled Blissey in time. Like I talked about earlier, Mew apparently has a lot of moves, so let's talk about them now. Most of the quick moves, I think all of them are going to be Pound, and then we got moves such as Psychic, it literally is all of them: Psychic, Blizzard, Thunder, Hurricane, Focus Blast, Hyper Beam, Solar Beam, Moon Blast apparently got taken out, I guess, Fire Blast, Earthquake, and then Dragon Pulse apparently got taken out. But yo, can pretty much learn every move other than I don't see Water on there, I don't see Ghost, and I think that might be it from what I can tell. Now moving on to the number 1 legendary Pokemon coming to Pokemon Go, Mewtwo. As everyone figured, Mewtwo, these numbers are ridiculous with a max CP of 4,760, a max attack of 330, and a max defense of 200 with a max HP of 200. Mewtwo is OP. That's really all I have to talk about. I don't think he'll ever be able to be put in gyms. I think he'll just be a Pokemon that you can have, and maybe like you probably could do something with him, but I think putting him in gyms is just not a thing. Unless I was thinking of an idea, they can have literally a legendary gym. So like maybe like they won't be as common as regular gyms, but like maybe every couple like 20 miles or something. I don't know, like just every couple while there's like a legendary gym where you can only have legendary Pokemon, and then you can have like a legendary battle there. Like, so the legendary gyms can be separate from the regular gyms. I don't know, just an idea. That might be stupid, I'm not sure. But anyways, Mewtwo is OP. It's OP in the games, and it should come as no surprise that a Pokemon with a 680 base stat total is OP in Pokemon Go. Mewtwo as a gym defender. So Mewtwo has the highest CP of Gen 1 and Gen 2. Not Gen 3 though, because my boy Slacking is definitely coming over there for that spot. This is kind of a weird stat, but a 0% IV level 31 Mewtwo will have a guaranteed placement above any other currently available Pokemon. A 0% level 31 Mewtwo has 3,698 CP and places above a 100% IV level 40 Tyranitar. So that's freaking ridiculous. Now, in addition to automatically topping any gym in existence, Mewtwo has the stats and moveset to back it up. Currently, Blissey has the best defensive damage output in the gym meta. Well, Blissey will need to step aside because Confusion/Shadow Ball Mewtwo will put anyone out of their misery, and I mean anyone. Except me, though. I'll take him on one-on-one right now. I'll live stream it right now. Mewtwo has the tankiness of Tyranitar and Rhydon and more DPS output than Gengar and Alakazam, which is that's a lot. That's saying a lot. As a result, almost no Pokemon, notice how they say Pokemon, can go toe-to-toe with Mewtwo without dodging. They didn't say people, because I'll take on Mewtwo. Like I said, like any day we can fight. I'm tired. Even Blissey could lose to some Mewtwo movesets without dodging, depending on how the AI charge move RNG plays out. I don't know what RNG means. I'm just maybe not thinking about it right now. But Gengar is not a good idea here. Houndoom and Scizor struggle. You will basically have to weave your attacks and dodge perfectly. Tyranitar is the best counter in terms of overall DPS and durability, but it is exceedingly difficult to produce. Unfortunately, the only things that can beat the Mewtwo, the OP Mewtwo, are Dragonite, Snorlax, Blissey, Gyarados, and Vaporeon. Kind of expected. Don't expect to finish with much HP left, though, because this guy's going to take a lot of your HP. One Pokemon that does apparently do really good against Mewtwo is Umbreon. Dodging mostly everything, Umbreon reliably beats Mewtwo and can wind up with more HP to spare than some of the other options. That's pretty interesting. I'll also mention that if you find yourself in need of a Prestiger for Mewtwo, Umbreon and Steelix can reliably net you that max 1000 gain, though it'll take a while. Houndoom has the possibility to get you 1000 Prestige much faster, but feels inclined to die if you don't land all of your dodges. Keep that in mind. Now, Mewtwo as a gym attacker. Confusion/Focus Blast Mewtwo can beat Blissey faster than any Pokemon with minimal dodging. And even more amazing, Mewtwo with Confusion and Focus Blast can beat Blissey without dodging. Wow. So now let's get to Mewtwo's moves. Not as versatile as Mew, but definitely still raw. I guess his quick move is going to be Confusion or Psycho Cut, and then his special moves are going to be Psychic, Focus Blast, Hyper Beam. Focus Blast, Hyper Beam, I just read that twice. Oh, well, it's on there twice, okay. And Shadow Ball, so that's definitely the movesets. And then again, LeBron cheating. I don't know what's going on with him, but if it has anything to do with Pokemon Go, definitely let me know in the comments. Anyways, I think, yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Those were the top 5 legendary Pokemon coming to Pokemon Go. Again, we have number 5 coming in as Articuno. He's going to be a very balanced attacker and defender, but he also is going to be very weak in some time. So, Team Mystic, I'm not sure what to tell you there. Coming in at number 4, we got Moltres, the other legendary bird, who's going to be a fantastic attacker, but it's going to have some struggles on defense, but he's looking to be the best fire type Pokemon in the game. So shout out to him, shout out to Team Valor. And then coming in at number 3, my boy Zapdos, the best legendary bird in terms of attack and defense. This guy's going to rock your world. He's always going to electrify your world, not because he's not a rock type Pokemon, but anyways, he's going to be a freaking beast. Mew coming in. Mew's going to be a very versatile attacker, but honestly not the best, and hopefully they change Mew because he's looking to be not the best Pokemon right now, or definitely not the best legendary Pokemon because he seems susceptible to a lot of weaknesses. And then coming in at number 1, the most OP Pokemon on the absolute planet, Mewtwo, coming in with like a max CP of like 5,000. So that guy's freaking ridiculous. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, remember to leave a like if you want to see more Pokemon Go videos. Leave a like if you like this and want me to do more videos like this. Let me know in the comments what other video you want to see next. Again, subscribe, click that post notification button. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys later. Have a great day. Deuces.